What up, guys? I'm Will with Music City Disc Golf and the Qcdc podcast, and in this video I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about how you can participate in the Quarantine Course Design Challenge. Let's go. I hope everybody's staying safe and healthy and keeping the cabin fever monster successfully at bay. This is the first time in years that I've had more than a day to just sit at the house and find things to do with my time. So while I am enjoying the break, I'm also trying to make sure I use some of my free time to be creative and learn new things. If you follow the show, you know that we just recently added a video component to the podcast. And so one of the projects that I've picked up in off-season 2.0 is trying to get better at producing video content for you guys. I've also had a lot of fun participating in all the online challenges that have been popping up, the Global Pandemic Putting Challenge, a bunch of online putting leagues have been going on, and I've taken a lot of inspiration from the creativity that people are showing in coming up with these ideas for ways that we can still play disc golf while we're trying to stay home as much as possible. Music City Disc Golf fully stands behind the PDGA and their Skip the Course initiative, but we also want to be a part of this growing movement of people coming up with cool ways for us to get our disc golf fix while we flatten the curve. For years, I've been looking over the hill in the woods by my house and wondering what was back there, so I started looking at Google Maps, and one day I went for a hike. I took a video of my first little exploration. You can actually find the Exploration Edition video down below. It's entitled Disc Golf at Home. Started looking, and I realized that while I've been putting a lot, I've really felt the need to let go of a really solid drive, just really pull on one. And I found all this open space where I could really create some interesting disc golf holes. The idea here is basically safari golf, which I'm sure everybody's played before, or you can call it guerrilla style golf, where you take your portable basket, you find some space within walking distance of where you're at, and you create a few holes. Take a video of you playing those holes, keep your score, hopefully get every shot on every hole, and put the video together, post the video or a link to it in the Facebook group page, which hopefully you've already been invited to. If not, you can search for it. There will be a contest associated with it. We have a prize set up. We hope that other people will jump on and fatten up the prizing a little bit. But right now we're gonna start with the Qcdc prize pack, which includes a Music City Disc Golf t-shirt with 2020 artwork, a disc golf pin with the Music City Disc Golf logo, and a set of commemorative National Tour Finale Music City Open posters, as well as $50 credit to dynamicdisc.com. And as always, thank you to Dynamic Disc for sponsoring everything we do. But if you've ever wanted to set up a YouTube channel and create your own video content, but you just didn't know where to start, hopefully this will be a cool opportunity for you to get an idea of what's involved and how it works. Myself and my esteemed co-hosts Jay Skinner, Dr. Zachary Hoy, and Marcus Rogers will judge the winning video based on a set of criteria including creativity and use of space, challenge and difficulty of the course you create, the quality of your video, and who's having the most fun. So, without further ado, let's get right into the rules. Rules. Rule number 1, safety first. This means lots of things. This means not going somewhere where a wild animal might live or a structure might collapse and injure you. Also down to protecting yourself from bugs, using bug spray, long socks, long pants. If you think you're going to be going into some woods or some thick grass, look out for yourself above all else. Rule number 2, stay off my lawn. You guys, don't go into your neighbor's backyard and set up your basket unless you ask permission. Don't cross any fence lines, tamper with any fence lines, go anywhere where there's a no trespassing sign. The main bullet point of this presentation is don't go anywhere if you think there's a significant chance somebody might kick you out. Rule number 3, 3 holes minimum, 9 holes maximum. Not everybody has access to the same space, and we don't want anybody's participation in this to be limited by what space they have available to them. So your course, your video is not going to be judged by how long the holes are or how long the course is. Rule number 4, the course must start and end no more than roughly 1,000 feet away from your home. Part of the idea here is to find a way to play disc golf without going to a public course. So in your video, you'll either want to pan the camera over to your house from where you're starting and ending on your quarantine course, or somewhere in the video include an image or screenshot from Google Maps or Google Earth with markers indicating where you're playing and where you live. Be careful not to include any revealing or personal information about your location. People are weird these days. Rule number 5, no more than 5 players in your group. Quarantine is in the name of the challenge. And the final rule number 6, is that you must hole out by putting to a suspended catching device that is temporary or portable. We're not going to limit you to PDGA championship approved targets or anything on this. While you do want to stay as close to PDGA specifications as possible, homemade baskets are perfectly acceptable. We know a lot of our friends are fortunate enough and committed enough to have the space and have installed their own permanent private courses on their property, and we're grateful for you guys. Those are some of our favorite courses, and we want you to be a part of this too. We want to see videos of your course and let this be a platform and a showcase for it. But for the contest purposes, we want this to be mainly geared towards people that live in a suburban neighborhood or on a farm or living at their house without a course, to get creative and see where they can throw and create some holes. And that's it, guys. Those are the rules. That's how you play the game. Links to the other videos pertaining to the challenge will be in the description. I encourage you to use those as examples of what you're trying to accomplish here, particularly in terms of the video of you actually playing your course, which will be judged for the contest. Something that I found was super helpful was taking a ton of footage the day that I went out to scout my holes, and I was able to get some editing practice by compiling all of that and playing with the features on iMovie on my iPhone and on my MacBook. I also just downloaded another free app called HitFilm Express, which I've used to edit the video of me playing my course with scoring and all of that stuff. It has different kind of features and in-app purchases, so it's a little bit more open-ended, something else you can play with. If you have any questions about the hardware or the software that I'm using to do what I've done, feel free to shoot me a direct message or email me at mcdgpodcast@gmail.com. I'm learning this as I go, but I'm definitely happy to answer whatever questions I can. We love you. We miss you. We hope to see you on the course soon as all this stuff is over with. But in the meantime, have fun with this. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, rate, and review. And thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Peace.